Winter's upon us, a time when the days get shorter and the nights get longer. And with the setting sun, they awaken.
The gargoyle known as Hudson is the oldest member of the Wyvern clan. He was also the former leader of the clan 1,000 years ago, but graciously stepped down after a battle with the Archmaid left him blind in one eye. Passing on the mantle of leadership to his second-in-command, Goliath, Goliath has sought and valued Hudson's wisdom on many occasions. Definitely feeling his age, Hudson is content with spending most of his time watching TV or staying behind to guard the home. However, that doesn't mean he's unwilling to answer the call to battle when his friends and family need him the most.
Alright, so here we have Disney's Gargoyles Hudson. Now, as far as show accuracy goes, he's fairly show accurate. I mean, the only other complaint that I would have is maybe give him a little bit more of a gut, but other than that, he's pretty spot on. He was actually one of the later versions to come out. I mean, one of the last waves. I wanted this guy for so long, and then finally they made him. I just had to get him. He's the only gargoyle that actually wears more clothes than any of the others. I mean, yeah, he has his loincloth, but then he also has pants, shoulder pads, and some sort of chest guard here. He is the oldest member of the Gargoyles clan, so yeah, naturally he does need a little bit more protection because he's not as young or as spry as he used to be, so he needs every little bit of advantage he can. They did give him I enjoy his wings that are made on him, because they're all jaggedy right here, just ever so slightly, just to show that he has been in some fights. And the way they attach is they kind of just snap on here. I mean, they're not like Broadways to where you have these ball joints where they're going to wear down over time. They just easily snap on and off. Granted, yes, they're still going to fall off over time, but I'm not worried about those things breaking. They are pretty flimsy, so they're not going to hold a shape too much, or not going to hold too many poses. But these guys weren't really made for poses. They were made to be played with. As far as details in the face go, he has his nice gray hair. This one's a little bit more cartoony than the other lines. I think they're trying to get a little bit more of that cartooniness and feel of the show. You can definitely see his one bad eye there with his scar, so that is a nice little detail. Sometimes things like that are overlooked. Now, you probably notice that his arm is a little bit floppy. Oh, I should also say that he does come with his Viking sword that he got from back in the day when he was fighting in the castle before they came to New York. So he does come with that one weapon, and yes, he's the only gargoyle that actually does use a weapon in the show, so he's the one who actually should have one, unlike the other guys. Anyways, his arm's kind of floppy right here because his gimmick is that if you move his legs, he kind of just does this slashing motion. Now, as I've said before, I don't really like gimmicks, but for this guy, it kind of works, and I can overlook it because it's something that the character would actually use and do, and it gives a little bit more articulation here, and it doesn't really take away from the figure as much. Like, things that take away are like if he has a big growth here that's supposed to hold a missile and still be part of his arm. I just can't stand stuff like that. As far as paint goes, it would have been kind of nice if he had a little bit of paint in here under the neck to show that this is just a chest plate and not a full body shirt. Yeah, but that's going to be kind of hard to get in there and do. And what can you say? It's Disney. They're trying to mass produce these guys to make a buck and profit, which they didn't really go about a good way of doing this. This show was just, the toys and the show just did not really mesh together, and I blame the marketing team for that one. I'll probably have a long rant at the end of all these videos about that. But as far as Hudson goes, yeah, he was one of the last lines to come out with, and so if you were wanting to complete your Team Goliath collection, he was definitely a must-have. The only one that would have made it a complete set is if they ever made Angela, but they never made her. After that, the whole thing kind of went downhill. The toy line went downhill, and so they never came out with any more of these guys, which was kind of a shame. But anyways, this has been a look at Disney's Hudson.
Once again, thank you for watching. If you like what you've seen today, please feel free to like, subscribe, or leave a comment below in the comment section. Any advice for the show will be greatly appreciated. Who knows, something you suggest may appear on the show in the future.